Something here is finally coming to light. Something is being brought to the surface. You're going to be put in this position of authority, and they're all trying to get with you. They all want to try to tame the bull. You are saying what's on your mind. You are telling people whatever it is that you feel you need to say. And that's just it. And I don't see you holding back at all. It's a Libra. It's a Libra, Latino, man or woman. So it's like this energy of, yes, one day this won't be our home and we will be amongst the stars. We will be the aliens that, you know, these scientists and whatnot talk about. We will be the aliens landing on other beings' planets. When it comes to the finances, when it comes to your money, you're going to be moving up. There's no stopping it. And you manifested this. You manifested it. Hello, Taurus. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. Stars Anxiety here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the Soul Tribe. We have a read for you guys, okay? It is a general read for November 2025. It is your general reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't behind. Cross watchers, you are welcome. This message is also timeless. I want to thank everyone for all the support. And with all that out of the way, we're going to get started. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, universe, galactic beings, ancient ancestors, elders. Guide us in this reading for my Taurus. What messages do you have for us? Truly grateful for your divine guidance and celestial light. Okay, Taurus, what is going on? We have the moon, okay. So it's very interesting because the first full moon of November, I do believe, is in your sign, and I think it's happening tomorrow, actually, or today, depending on where you are. I believe it's November 4th or the 5th, but it's interesting that this is the card you're going to get because I am almost positive that this moon is in your sign, Taurus, this full moon. So here we have the moon energy. And I feel here that it's talking about, for you guys in particular, that you are finding out something that was hidden, something that was kept sealed away. Something here is finally coming to light. Something is being brought to the surface. It can no longer be hidden. At the same time, I feel this is an energy of some type of closure, or being able to be at peace with an ending in whatever way, shape, or form that may be. So let's see here. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune and the Moon. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that, are you ready for these shifts? Are you ready for these changes? Because look, this is all divine intervention right here. The Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, the Temperance. We're going to have the Emperor there and the Ace of Swords. So I'm going to take these. Let's see what we have here for my Taurus. What do we have the month of November? What do we have for my Taurians? Let's do 3 more shuffles. 3 more shuffles. Because we have a lot to discuss. Oh yes, we have a lot to discuss, sir, miss, madam. The Hangman, diagonal upright, and here we have the Knight of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Oh man. Is this an energy? Okay. So, the month of November, you guys are being put in an Emperor position. Whether you're divine feminine or you're divine masculine or you're both, okay, you're going to be in this Emperor position. In other words, you're going to be taking control of several things in your life, but also in the lives of others. You're going to be calling some shots here. I feel like there are situations, perhaps with you, the town, the village, the community, okay, that you're going to be called to assist in. And this also has to do, for some of you, those of you in the States, this also has to do with the shutdown and whatnot. Because I see lasting impact and lasting effects of this. I definitely feel that, you know, the damage has been done and it's going to take years to really fix. But people are really going to start feeling it as we move towards the holidays, right? Especially in the States. So it's an energy here of you're going to be put in this position of authority, or you yourself are going to elevate yourself to that position and you're going to assist the towns, the villages, the communities, or the people around you. Okay, you have a very powerful energy, a very nurturing energy. And with the moon there, that's Cancer energy. It very much gives me 4th house. I feel it's an energy here, Taurus, and I keep saying energy, but I feel like energy is so important in your reading. I feel almost it's an energy here of you know how to have things in a balance. You know how to have things in order because you're one of the most organized signs. You know how to have structure and keep the routine going amidst the chaos. So it's definitely this energy here of you assisting or helping where you can. We have the Ace of Swords here. So the month of November, you are very outspoken. You are speaking your truth to whoever, and you're not holding back your tongue. You are saying what's on your mind. You are telling people whatever it is that you feel you need to say. And that's just it. And I don't see you holding back at all. Okay, I definitely don't see you holding back. You're also tapping into your spirituality, whether that be prayers, incantations. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're embracing like a different spiritual practice. You could be setting up an altar. You could be working with candles, working with powders and whatnot, incense. But I definitely see you really deepening your spiritual practice and your faith. You have the Wheel of Fortune, so because the Emperor is there, I feel like this is symbolizing that the month of November is where you take control. It's almost like you're telling Spirit, okay, you've done enough, or you haven't done much, so now I'm just going to do things my way. And you just decide to take control, and you see how he's holding the Wheel of Fortune almost like it's a steering wheel. I feel like it's symbolizing that you guys are taking control and you're choosing to manifest your own destiny at this point. Here you have the Hangman diagonal upright. So again, it's this energy of the month of November, because normally when we have the Hangman straight upright, we can talk about pausing, reflecting, waiting. But because it's diagonal, I feel like it's this energy of you know when to pause, like when to wait, but also when to take action. And I definitely get this energy here of that you are going to be taking action to assist. There are many people, Taurus, that are going to be coming to you, asking you for help, asking if you can spare some change. There could be, you know, if you're leaving the grocery store, somebody could be asking you for a couple of dollars, okay? There could be homeless people camping by, but you are called to assist where you can. Spirit is calling you up to assist. Remember that greed does not serve anyone in the long run. So the blessings you receive, be willing to share, be willing to assist to a certain extent, right? You don't have to give away everything, but the wealth that you come up into, because you're going to be in this Emperor position with the Wheel of Fortune. To me, that's a good sign of the finances. And so, what you do come into, do be out there helping people. And perhaps you already do help people. But if you don't, right, get out there and assist the community. You have the Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups. Taurus, I feel here's an energy of boredom. That you are tired, or you feel like giving up, or you're just not feeling the energy. The month of November, or even these last few days. It doesn't even have to be the month of November. It could be these last few days. Like, you could just be over it. Just feeling very unmotivated, or wondering, like, why are you here? Like, why did you decide to come here? Why did your soul agree to this? And it's like, yes, it's good to feel our emotions and process these emotions. But at the same time, I feel like this is more so a forewarning that we can't stay there forever. Eventually, we have to face ourselves. We have to face this world. And so I do feel like the month of November, you could be feeling a great sense of loss when it comes to how things are changing on the planet. But it's also this energy here of you could be feeling this great sense of loss because things just feel so out of control at times. And it feels like a roller coaster ride, but you're being forced to ride this roller coaster ride, energetically speaking. And it could just be like, when is it going to end, Spirit? Like, when are we going to be able to get off this ride? When are the lights going to be cut and the movie's going to be over? Right? You could be asking Spirit, but Spirit's saying, it's not over just yet. We still have 5 to 10 years. Right? We still have quite a bit of time. And then by the time we get to 2040, 2050, that's when, right, space becomes the fifth element. Space becomes the next thing, because most of the planet will be flooded at that point. Like, we will have no choice but to retreat. And I'm not the only psychic that talked about this. Edward Casey, I believe. Or Casey Edwards, I can't remember. I always mess it up. But I believe he talked about this as well. He has to, he drew a future map of the United States by the time we get to 2060. And most of it is underwater. And that's going to be a thing as we move forward. That's why Elon Musk, he's wanting to speed things up with the Starship, and everybody got to get to Mars at some point, because it is very much the reality of our future because of how karmic the things were down here. And while, yes, it seems sad, it's actually for the better. It's good for Mother Earth, because this is her way of being able to cleanse all the heavier energy, the denser energies that have been festering here all these decades, right? And there's a lot of cursed land out here because so much stuff happens, so many tragedies and whatnot. So it's like this energy of, yes, one day this won't be our home, and we will be amongst the stars. We will be the aliens that, these scientists and whatnot talk about. We will be the aliens landing on other beings' planets, right? And so it's this energy here of, while you may feel at times uncomfortable, or like, I don't know if I like this energy, Spirit. It's this energy of keep going, because look, many people going to be going through it. It's going to be a winter like never before. And you're being called to do what you can do to assist where you can. The more you assist and help others, it's like the more Spirit blesses you. You see how she's holding all the money and she has the key. And she's sitting on a treasure chest. You see that? Like, the more you are assisting and helping the community, and without even being asked, you volunteer. And here we have the Two of Wands. I saw this and I started hearing Michael Jackson, how they framed that man. Even to this day, they're still framing him. But, he was singing, like, heal the world, make it a better place for you and me and the entire human race. Like, that's what when I saw that, and I saw that globe thing on the counter, that's what I started thinking. That's what came up to my mind. But let's see here, what else is coming the month of November? I feel like the Lovers, okay. Diagonal upright and the 10 of Wands. Oh my goodness. 4 of Cups. So some of you could be getting a divorce the month of November, or some of you could be breaking up with someone. If this isn't a relationship, you're living with other people, it could be that you're moving out, you're done, you're putting an ultimatum, okay? I almost feel like, again, because you're not holding back nothing and you're just speaking your truth, it's like, you know, there's no guessing game anymore with where you stand with so-and-so and whatnot. It's like you are just saying it, what it is. Now it says here, don't let your focus close you to new ideas. Use your intuition to set your moral compass, and there is always another way to do something. Then we have celebrate the love in your life. I almost feel like reading this energy is almost like perhaps the month of November, there's like this very real and raw emphasis on love, or the lack of love. Like the 4 of Cups could be implying that you aren't receiving the love offers that you want, or you're not attracting the love that you want. And it could be this energy of like spirit, like what is this, you know? But again, it's this energy here of, I feel spirit has you instead focusing on being this leader, being this rebel. Okay, you're going to be a rebel. You're going to be somebody that's anti-government. You're going to be going against. You could even be calling for anarchy. We have Judgment. Answering the call to action creates new opportunity. And Knight of Cups. Express your creativity with compassionate emotions. So, I see like several people here, and they're all trying to get with you. They all want to try to tame the bull. They all want to try to tame the bull. There's a Libra, a Gemini, and a Scorpio. And I almost feel like, yes, you're talking to them, but it's like you're not really too worried about it or whatnot. You know, I feel like you're just going with the flow at that point. The 3 of Cups, yeah, there's going to be 3 people here. A Scorpio, a Gemini, and a Libra. But I feel you're going to be going with the flow. And I feel like all of these people have black hair. I don't know why, but I'm getting Taurus, they all have black hair. Some of you, these energies could be Hispanic, Latino. I don't know why, but I'm getting like, all these people are Hispanic or they're Latino. Like that's what I'm getting. Somebody could be Egyptian, like part Egyptian. But I'm really getting that. Like, it's all a bunch of Latino people. The Emperor and the 10 of Cups. Clarify this Emperor and this 10 of Cups. The King of Cups. The 3 of Pentacles. And then we have the 10 of Swords at the bottom. So, somebody that betrayed you at the end of November, they're going to come back to you saying, you know, to forgive them. Can you please forgive them, that they want to now collaborate? But you see, this individual betrayed you with the 10 of Swords here. They did indeed betray you at some point. And so it's this energy here of this individual. They have always They have always loved you. This individual that betrayed you, now they want to get with you, but can you clarify this? Can you clarify this? Nine of Wands. It's because this individual is struggling. They're now struggling. That you see, that plan they had with the third party, that didn't pan out. And now they want to retreat over there to you. This is a fallen emperor. An emperor that was supposed to be with you years ago, but they didn't. This is a lost relic. A relic from the past. And this individual done betrayed you. Had a choice between you and the karmic and went with the karmic or the third party. But now they're returning back to you because they're going through tough times, really tough times. But you're going to reject them. You're going to reject them, Taurus. The Star. I feel like you'll finally have newfound hope. All your dreams are coming true. Opportunities, renewal, faith, hope, healing, rejuvenation, and unexpected help. Success and opportunity, truths and fairness, rebirth. I feel you're finally going to get the rebirth you've always been looking for. By the time November comes to an end. I also get that you're going to enjoy the holidays. Like, I don't know why, but you're getting into the holiday spirit and like money is not an issue or something. Like, you're going to be able to do quite a bit, I feel, this holiday season. And like, I don't know, it's like people could be down or panicking, but it's like you're keeping the positivity of like, oh, it's the holidays. Like, you might be the only one wearing like an ugly Christmas sweater at the workplace when work comes around, you know? With like reindeer, you know, that reindeer headpiece. Like, I see somebody wearing an ugly Christmas sweater. It could even have lights, like Christmas lights on it. Somebody's getting all festive and everything. We have Phoenix. So you're going through a transformation, right? I do see here that somebody is going to want to experiment with you in the bedroom, okay? It's a Libra. It's a Libra, Latino, man or woman. But they don't want a relationship. They just want to have nookie. They want to have passion with you. I don't know if some of you are going to take the risk, take the leap of faith. Some of you might consider this offer. Perhaps there has been a lack of connection or intimacy. Here we have relocation and leadership. So what is this relocation and leadership, Spirit? Clarify. Poor health. Stepping stone. Where do you go next? You get into this power position, but then where do you go from there? I think it could even be some of you are trying to decide if you should stay in a certain country or if you should just leave. But I feel Spirit opens up a path for you. A path for you to go elsewhere. Finances and deep thinking. Answers between worlds. Yeah, you're moving up when it comes to the finances. When it comes to your money, you're going to be moving up. There's no stopping it. And you manifested this. You manifested it. You're on your way up. And I feel nobody can stop what is to come. I feel only you can become your own worst enemy at this point. Like what's going on in the mind. But it's also the astrology. The astrology is intense. It's really intense right now. It's going to get even more intense right as we move into January. But that is your read. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this, and I wish you love and light.